Welcome. In this video, we will discuss about the few initiatives which have been taken by the government to improve the condition of education in India. In one of the previous video, I have already discussed about the new education policy in detail, which has considered as the watershed movement in the education system in India. So whenever you get time, just go through that only. In this video, we will focus on the few initiative which has been in news in the last week. So the first that we will discuss is Samagra Shiksha. So Samagra Shiksha is one of the program which has been launched by the Indian government, and it subsumed the previously centrally sponsored schemes like Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan and Teachers Education. So these three centrally sponsored schemes have been subsumed into the Samagra Shiksha. What is the difference between centrally sponsored scheme and centrally sector scheme? So just remember, the sponsored one are the one where the states also shares the burden of fund. So basically, generally what happen in centrally sponsored scheme, the amount of fund that will be devolved between center and state is generally 60 to 40%. So basically 60 would be funded by the center and 40 would be taken care by the state, apart from the few hilly state and northeastern states. So this is the general consideration in centrally sponsored scheme. In the case of central sector scheme, it is mostly the 100% funding is done by the central government. So just remember this basic difference. And also from this perspective, remember Samagra Shiksha is a centrally sponsored scheme, and it subsumed the erstwhile three centrally sponsored scheme, which were Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan as well as teacher education. Now, bridging gender and social category gap at all level of school education is one of the major objectives of the scheme. So this scheme is going to not only highlight on the education, but it is also going into the territory of gender parity as well as how to fill in the social gaps to make the education more inclusive. So this is also one of the major objective of the Samagra Shiksha. The scheme reached out to girls and children belonging to SC and ST, minorities and transgender. So in order to do so, it's going to reach out to the girls, then SC, STs, minorities, transgender, all the vulnerable section of the society. The schemes also give attention to urban deprived children, children affected by periodic migration and children living in remote and scattered habitation. So if we want our education to reach to every child and right to education to be realized by every child, it is important that the accessibility of education is also increased. So under Samagra Shiksha, the attention is being given so that the deprived children even in the urban area and the children who are located in the remote areas or the hinterland of India also get access to the education. Under the scheme, provision has been made for giving preference to special focus districts, educationally backward blocks, LWE effective district, aspirational district, while planning intervention like setting up of primary schools, upper primary school, construction of additional classroom, toilets, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas and etc. So basically what this particular thing means that not only the disparity exists within the social ladder, but there is also disparity between state and intrastate. So there are few regions which are more backward as compared to the other, and the focus should be given to such kind of backward areas like left extremist affective areas. Then you have your backward areas, you have aspirational districts. So more focus should be given on those areas and education should be made more affordable over there. So now this particular Samagra Shiksha, which is an integrated scheme for school education, is an overarching program for school education sector extending from preschool to class 12th and aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education at all level of school education. So just remember, we are talking about inclusive as well as equitable. So this is the major goal because of which this particular scheme was launched. So I hope you have understood that part. Let's move forward and try to understand what is PM E Vidya. So it is a comprehensive initiative which has been done to unify all efforts related to digital, online, on-air education. So during the COVID time, most of the education has shifted towards the online medium, but online medium also have some kind of limitation. So we also have a form of education which is like on-air, you radio education or DTH education. So that is also there. So this particular PME Vidya is trying to collaborate all other form of education like digital, online, on-air to enable multi-board access to education. So the main goal behind it, so that the accessibility to education is provided to the masses. What is all included in PME Vidya? So it includes Diksha, which is National Digital Infrastructure for providing quality e-content for school education in states and UT, and QR coded energized test books for all grades. One nation, one digital platform. So just remember, the Diksha platform will have all the e-content. So if you want to, like for an example, if you want to go ahead and download some textbook, you can just go over there where the textbook is QR enabled. You can just scan it and download. So this kind of things has been provided under the Diksha. Then one earmarked TV channel in Swam Prabha per class from class 1 to 12. So basically the other thing which is going to be a part of it is Swam Prabha, which is a 24/7 DTH channel which provide education related information. And here in Swam Prabha, one channel is dedicated per class. So basically there will be a channel for class 1, 2, 3 and so on till class 12th. Then next thing that the PME Vidya has is Swam Portal, e-Pathshala, extensive use of radio, community radio and CBSE podcast called as Sikshawani. So Swam Portal will have the content, e-Pathshala will also have the textbook uploaded over there, then use of radio, community radio to dissipate the information related to education. And finally, special e-content for visually and hearing impaired developed on digitally accessible information system DAISY and in sign language on an NIOS website or YouTube. So basically, in order, just remember in Samagra Shiksha we were talking about inclusive, which means that the disabled people should not be left behind in the era of digital education, and hence a platform called DAISY has been initiated under PME Vidya, where the special content for the visually and hearing impaired disabled people has been created. So this is the major thing regarding the PME Vidya. It is more of a collaborative efforts where the different content has been plugged together into this same umbrella kind of a approach. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you.